Welcome to Earth's RX Foods, where we share science-backed ways to improve your health using the power of real food and natural habits. Before we begin, a quick reminder. This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, medications, or health routine. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but despite its importance, many people around the world don't get enough of it. Unlike most vitamins, vitamin D acts more like a hormone in the body, influencing everything from bone strength and immune function to muscle health and mood. But how much vitamin D do you actually need? What happens if your levels are too low? And what are the best ways to get more? From sunlight, food, or supplements? In this video, we'll break down the science behind vitamin D, its potential benefits, and the best sources to help you maintain healthy levels. What is vitamin D? Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that plays a critical role in many of the body's functions. One of its most important jobs is helping the body absorb calcium and phosphorus, which are essential for strong bones and teeth. But vitamin D does much more than that. Researchers have discovered that vitamin D receptors are found throughout the body, including in the muscles, immune system, and brain. There are two main forms of vitamin D. Vitamin D2, which is found in some plants and fortified foods. Vitamin D3, which is produced in your skin when exposed to sunlight and is also found in certain animal foods. Vitamin D3 is generally considered more effective at raising and maintaining vitamin D levels in the blood. Benefit number 1. Supports strong bones and teeth. Vitamin D is perhaps best known for supporting bone health. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium efficiently, even if you consume plenty of calcium-rich foods. Over time, low vitamin D levels may contribute to weaker bones and an increased risk of fractures, especially as people age. That's why vitamin D and calcium are often discussed together. They work as a team to help maintain bone strength. Benefit number 2. Supports immune function. Vitamin D plays an important role in the immune system. Immune cells throughout the body contain vitamin D receptors, and researchers continue to study how vitamin D influences the body's natural defenses. Maintaining adequate vitamin D levels is one part of supporting a healthy immune system, alongside regular exercise, good sleep, and a nutrient-rich diet. Benefit number 3. Helps maintain muscle function. Vitamin D is also important for healthy muscles. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to muscle weakness and reduced physical performance in some people. For older adults, maintaining adequate vitamin D levels may help support mobility and reduce the risk of falls. Whether you're an athlete or simply trying to stay active as you age, vitamin D plays a key role in keeping your muscles functioning properly. Benefit number 4. Supports mood and brain health. Researchers are continuing to explore the relationship between vitamin D and brain health. Some studies have found associations between low vitamin D levels and mood changes, particularly during the winter months when people spend less time outdoors. While vitamin D is not a cure for depression or other mental health conditions, maintaining healthy levels may contribute to overall well-being. Benefit number 5. Supports heart and overall health. Scientists are also studying the connection between vitamin D and heart health. Although research is ongoing, maintaining adequate vitamin D levels appears to be an important part of overall health. As with most nutrients, balance is key. More is not always better. Source number 1. Sunlight. The most well-known source of vitamin D is sunlight. When ultraviolet B rays from the sun hit your skin, your body begins producing vitamin D naturally. Factors that can affect vitamin D production include time of day, season of the year, latitude and climate, skin pigmentation, age, sunscreen use, and how much skin is exposed. Even in sunny locations, many people spend most of their time indoors, limiting their vitamin D production. Because too much sun exposure increases the risk of skin damage and skin cancer, experts generally recommend balancing safe sun exposure with other sources of vitamin D. Source number 2. Fatty fish. Some of the best dietary sources of vitamin D are fatty fish. Examples include salmon, sardines, mackerel, tuna, and herring. Just one serving of fatty fish can provide a significant amount of your daily vitamin D needs while also supplying heart-healthy omega-3 fats. Source number 3. Egg yolks. Egg yolks contain small amounts of vitamin D, along with protein and other important nutrients. The vitamin D content can vary depending on the chicken's diet and whether they were raised outdoors. Adding eggs to your breakfast can be an easy way to increase your vitamin D intake. Source number 4. Fortified foods. Because relatively few foods naturally contain vitamin D, many products are fortified. Common fortified foods include milk, plant-based milks, yogurt, orange juice, and breakfast cereals. Checking the nutrition label can help you determine how much vitamin D a product contains. Source number 5. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are unique because some varieties can produce vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet light. While mushrooms generally contain vitamin D2 rather than D3, they can still contribute to your overall intake. UV-exposed mushrooms typically contain the highest amounts. Source number 6. Supplements. For some people, food and sunlight may not be enough to maintain healthy vitamin D levels. Older adults, people who spend little time outdoors, individuals with darker skin, and those living in northern climates may be at greater risk of low vitamin D levels. In these cases, supplements may be helpful. Vitamin D3 supplements are often preferred because they tend to raise blood levels more effectively than vitamin D2. However, it's important not to take excessive amounts. Because vitamin D is fat-soluble, very high doses can build up in the body and potentially cause harmful side effects. A healthcare provider can help determine whether supplementation is appropriate and whether testing your vitamin D levels makes sense. Signs: you may not be getting enough vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency doesn't always cause obvious symptoms. However, some people may experience fatigue, muscle weakness, bone pain, frequent illness, and low mood. The only way to know your vitamin D status for certain is through a blood test. How much vitamin D do you need? The recommended amount of vitamin D varies depending on age, lifestyle, and individual health factors. General guidelines suggest adults up to age 70, 600 international units, or IU per day. Adults over 70, 800 IU per day. Some individuals may require more or less based on their circumstances, which is why personalized medical advice is important. Vitamin D plays a critical role in bone health, muscle function, immune support, and overall well-being. The good news is that you can support healthy vitamin D levels through a combination of sunlight, nutrient-rich foods, and, when appropriate, supplementation. As always, the goal isn't to focus on a single nutrient, but to build healthy habits that support your body over the long term. At Earth's RX Foods, we focus on simple, science-backed strategies to help you take control of your health. If this video helped you better understand vitamin D and how to get enough of it, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to live healthier. Your health is your greatest asset. Fuel it wisely.